1.
Know your enemies.
This is episode 51 of the Know Your Enemies podcast. I'm James Justice. We got Stephen Ruth over here. What are we doing, Steve? Fighting! Yeah, every day, all day long. God is good. And yeah, man, we're back. Hope everybody's having a good beginning of the week. Make sure you hit that share button right now so we can fight these algorithms and censorship because they are trying to slow us down and we're not having it. So yeah, man, what's the good word, guy?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
That's it. Living the dream. Living the dream.
Man, another building inspection tomorrow.
Nice.
God willing, I get a small list. I don't think I'm going to pass it, honestly, but I just hope for a small list of things I have to do in order to get past this next phase.
Yeah, that's it, man. You just got to keep the hustle going and not stop. That's
Yeah,
it.
man.
Productive people are the ones that create the best societies. So, you know, that's what we got to keep doing.
Yeah, man. Keep on plugging. Perseverance is the key to success.
Yeah, that's it,
Just
man.
have to persevere.
That's
a lot
it.
of times everything's just an equation. You just have to really figure your way through that equation.
Exactly.
And also it does not hurt to ask God for help because God is all-knowing and all-powerful, so he can help you through any situation. Prayer definitely helps.
Yep, that's true. That's true. So let's jump into some General Flint updates. He put out this video I thought was pretty cool. So
We are in a war most people don't even see. It's not just bombs or bullets. It's information, technology, and control over what you believe. Every day, powerful forces shape the news you read and the thoughts you hold. This is fifth-generation warfare. And whether you know it or not, you are already on the battlefield. The choice is yours. Remain unaware or recognize the fight and take a stand.
that's right, America, wake up. It's up to us to save this republic. Stop being entertained.
Through the door, nowhere left to hide.
It's crunch time, man.
Battle lines are drawn, taste the smoke and fire.
The wildfires, the riots. We've had enough.
This is warfare.
Never surrender. A lot of people don't realize that this is the biggest revolution that our country has faced right now, and it's being fought silently through information warfare.
We won't stop until you fall. Cut you down. Take it all. One by one.
They're all going down. Hillary Clinton's gonna appear this week.
You can run.
They're all going down like dominoes. Now we know all those feds were in the crowd. Yeah, man. Restore the republic. And the only way we're going to do it is if everybody's on the same page and has information at their fingertips that is reliable and factual. It's the only way we're going to do it, guys. And part of the warfare is sharing out these videos and getting the information out to everybody, because that's what we're going to have to do. It's a call to action for everyone across the nation so we can finally get this healing done around the world. For far too long, we have sit on the sidelines and just watched these wars happen and didn't really question anything and just figured it was for the best of humanity when it was for the worst of humanity. And now we're on the globalist heels, and we're not going to stop. Yeah. That's it, man. Trump is the king. You can cut that one off. Trump is the king. And that's what we're going to be doing, right? No more garbage. No more, throwing women in men's bathrooms. Those days of cuckoo land and the circus clowns running around are over. They're over. So it's time we get some real strength back in this country because everybody needs it, Crazy. You saw Trump on the USS George Bush?
No.
He went to go visit the sailors and stuff, and I got a pretty cool video of that. Let's check this out.
Nice.
He even did the little dance for him. Look.
Oh. Yeah, but I want to see him moonwalk. I can moonwalk. Seriously.
I wouldn't put it past him, man. He might have the smoothest moonwalk you ever saw in your
Dude,
life.
I have like
It's the greatest
8 screws
moonwalk.
and a plate in my leg, and I can moonwalk like Michael Jackson.
Oh, my God. Well, one day, we're going to dedicate like a half an episode, and we're going to prop you up on this table, and you're going to moonwalk across the table, and then do a backflip when you get to the end. Yep. That would make me go, hee.
The backflip's intimidating.
Yeah, right? The backflip, I don't know, man. So, yeah. So,
one of my favorite fighters, his name was Justin Gaethje. Do you remember him?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
And he was the highlight. That's what he was, Justin the Highlight Gaethje. And every fight that he'd win, he'd go up to the top rope, and he'd do the backflip off.
Yeah.
And sometimes he'd almost wipe out.
Yeah.
It was pretty
and he just
wild.
jumps up like it didn't happen.
And he just fought in the MMA a few heavy duty rounds to go up there and do that. It was pretty wild, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
crazy bastard.
Yeah. So a lot of big things a lot of things that are being brought to my attention with this whole shutdown. A lot of people don't understand how it works. They're like, oh no, the government shut down, and now they're like, oh, the military is not going to get paid, and this and that. They fail to realize that when things like this happen, they run everything retro, so they're still going to get paid. It's just they're working out the kinks. And the reason why the shutdown happened is because the Democrats tried to slip in, what was it, 200 million, a billion, a lot of money, man, for the illegals, for them to be covered by Medicaid.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they had like a higher cost of coverage than we would get as citizens, so it was ridiculous. So they said, no way, we're not doing it, and that's why the government shut down. But Trump promised them to get them paid and also to make sure that this is quick and they're covered and not going to lose any of the money. So I think I have a clip of that, too. You can run that.
Last penny. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. It's all coming. It's coming. And even more because I'm supporting the across-the-board pay raises for every sailor and service member of the United States Armed Forces.
I'm happy with that.
Oh, yeah.
But we have to take care of this little gnat that's on our shoulder called the Democrats. They want to give all of our money to illegal aliens that pour into the...
Yep. Told you. There you go. Out of Big Dog's mouth right there. They want to give it to all the illegal aliens.
Well, we knew that. They were renting whole hotels.
Oh, I know. I know. I think the people that orchestrated that whole deal should be arrested and
what
put
about
in
all the
jail.
cards they were given?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
credit
I heard
cards.
it was $1,700 a month.
Yeah, it was, I heard 10,000 was the most I heard. They were getting 10,000 a month on these J.P. Morgan credit cards, prepaid, and just here. That's why they were all popping up with these like $4,000 scooters everywhere, brand new scooters.
Yeah.
Just walk into the store and swipe it and it's theirs. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Insanity.
Yeah.
Insanity.
So the soldiers, they might have to sit it out for a little bit. With the paycheck, it might be a little hard. So the family's got to step up and support while this is going on. I'm not sure. I think the 15th, their next check comes in. So the servicemen will know if they're going to continue to get paid by the 15th. So if there's no check, just know that whatever checks they are missing will be run retroactive, and they will get their money down to every penny. And Trump's saying that he's going to give them raises. So it's great. They deserve raises. You should raise them up at least 10% of what they're making now.
Well, you would know. Your son's in the military.
Yeah. you know, they're just getting by. They're not living any type of luxury over there, you know.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that got to stay in the barracks, and barracks are outdated and beat up looking, but you know. So we still got to look out for the military. So if you guys can support, you know, Wounded Warriors, whatever organizations that, you know, are in your area that you could show support for the veterans, whether it goes to chipping in and donating for housing, or you know, helping veterans get jobs, or, you know, even just working at a soup kitchen for a couple hours a week. You know, it's a big help to the rest of the population.
My family has serviced the Veterans Cemetery, Calverton National, for 365 days a year.
Oh, you should plug them real quick, man, because they do
floral design serving
honorable
Calverton
stuff.
National Cemetery 365 days a year in Calverton, and they're there every day with free delivery and whatever you need, even funerals and weddings.
Tell them about Christmas. What goes on with Christmas?
Christmas, thousands of blankets get placed, and yeah, they've been at the cemetery every Christmas, every Mother's Day, every Father's Day, every Easter.
Yeah.
Every holiday, every day of the year since 1977.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. It's very powerful. So if you've never put down blankets on military graves, you feel a connection when you're putting them down. It's not like you're just laying something on the ground. It's you have a lot of respect for what you're doing, and it's an honorable thing. So if you ever want to volunteer, Christmas time, you know, look out.
Absolutely.
Come down.
We don't need volunteers. We pay the people.
Yeah.
You can actually earn money.
Yeah. That's capitalism right there. That's finest.
Come on down.
Come on down. It's a good time.
You know, I've had people, like I have a friend named Kristen, and she's in the Miller Place Fire Department. I believe she's a captain, and she showed up, and she was helping out, and didn't want any money, and there are a lot of people out there that do.
I wouldn't want money to go do that. I would do it voluntarily. Like, I wouldn't want to be paid for that, you know. But we got about 10 seconds left. Make sure you share this feed out. Let's go. Get off your hands. Hit the share button. It's just a flick of the thumb. That's all it is. If you can't flick your thumb, what type of an American are you?
Stay tuned, ladies
we'll see
and gentlemen.
you in a little bit.
Judges, broken families, families torn apart. This isn't justice. If you've been wronged by the system, join us. Don't stand alone. Hi, I'm Gary Jacobs, president of Americans for Legal Reform. We're the oldest legal reform group in the United States. The justice system in the United States should be transparent, fair, and open to everybody and accessible. Unfortunately, many times that's not the case. At Americans for Legal Reform, we are here to help. Join the movement. Visit AmericansForLegalReform.com and help reform the system before it fails you.
My name is Elena Ruseva, aka Megalangela. Please check my art at www.megalangela.vip.
Are you a musician, comedian, actor, filmmaker, or artist who stands for traditional American values? Do you believe in the preservation of our nation, our culture, and our freedoms? If you share our passion for America and want to use your talents to make a difference, we want to hear from you. Our mission is clear. Through the arts, we uphold the principles of freedom, faith, family, and the American spirit. It's time to step up to the mic and make your voices heard. So contact us at AmericanConservativeArtists.com. The Queens Village Republican Club is America's oldest Republican club, founded in 1875. Situated in President Trump's hometown in Queens, New York, we are America First MAGA Republicans, empowering fellow Republicans to get involved in the game of politics at the grassroots level. We host inspiring monthly club meetings on the first Thursday of each month at 8 p.m. For more information, please go to our website at www.qvgop.org.
It's Tuesday here at the America First Warehouse. I am Joe the Box.
And I'm John the Blanket.
Freddie Rubino here with my podcast. That's what I'm talking about. Coming to you live from the most patriotic venue in the land.
Welcome to Right for America.
I'm James Justice. We got Stephen Ruth over here. What are we doing, Steve? Fighting!
Welcome to Tune In Tuesday of the Patriots Podcast, live streaming every Tuesday night at 7:30.
Another edition of On the Right Side here, and you can catch us weekly, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
And welcome to Liberty's Cage, where we rip the veil off America's broken justice system, prisons that crush spirits, and a society that shuns people who have paid their price.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. Podcast. Be free, stay free.
Welcome to Suffocating in Suburbia with me, your host, Stevie GB.
Hey, we're back at the America First Warehouse. Welcome back, guys. Make sure you share this out. I'm going to keep saying it because you guys don't keep doing it, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Share this out. So I found a guy who put together a video, really good. Everything that we talk about, his guy is just like bang, bang, bang. He put it together really good. So I figured, let me show this guy's video real quick and show it to the crowd. Let's roll it.
So here's the thing. We got less than 5 years to stop them, or we'll never have another chance. Agenda 2030 isn't some conspiracy theory. It's written down, and it's written in their words. They come right out and they tell us exactly what they're going to do. It's a one world government, one world cashless currency, one world central bank, one world military, social credit scores that the government can use to turn off your bank account. Vietnam just deleted 86 million bank accounts of people who refused to get their digital ID. They just deleted them. Wonder where that money went. If you're not paying attention, you probably don't know that England is putting people in prison for social media posts like memes and fucking comments. This is the trajectory that we're headed. Dude just got put in federal prison in England for saying that he didn't want his tax dollars prioritizing illegal immigrants instead of being used for the betterment of his own countrymen. Listen, if you don't start standing up and saying something like I am, this will be the end of national sovereignty. It will be the end of privately owned property. They're literally telling people in other countries that if you don't accept digital IDs, you're going to be excluded from society. That's what they're telling them. That means they won't allow you to board a train, to get on a plane, to go to work. They won't allow you to do the things that you would normally do if you don't accept their digital ID. I'm telling you that they won't allow you to pay your fucking mortgage without providing them a digital ID number. They'll take away your home for non-compliance. They'll disallow or remove your children from school. This isn't a joke. This is what's happening right now. We have less than 5 years to do something about it. If you don't recognize how serious this is, you're not paying attention. This is what they're doing. They won't allow you to register your cars. They'll turn you away from medical care. And they'll do all this while they're telling you that you're not being forced to do anything. It's your choice, right? Like it was your choice 5 years ago with the jab. Remember that? This is how they institute the new normal. This is how they end the family unit. This is how they force mandatory schmaxinations. This is how they introduce universal basic income. This is how they introduce microchipping, a global credit system. This is what they want. This is what they're building right now. And they're coming right out and they're telling you. Thousands of 5G towers, the end of private transportation, the end of private farms, businesses run by the government, travel restrictions, restricted land use. You think this is far-fetched? Take a look around and wake the fuck up. They already tested it in 2020 with the lockdowns, restrictions, fear campaigns, government-run media, and most people complied without a second thought. That was the dress rehearsal. That was the warm-up round. 2030 is their final act. But here's the thing. It was all supposed to go down in 2015, but they missed their deadline, so they pushed it back to 2020. Then they missed that too. And what does that tell you? See, it tells me that we're much more fierce of an opponent than they ever realized. They didn't account for level-headed, logical thinking, like-minded brothers like us to dig our heels in and say, fuck you, but it's not good enough. And their efforts will only get more aggressive, more pronounced, and more relentlessly egregious towards dissenters. And here's the truth. If we don't fight back now, if we don't raise our voices, if we don't refuse to comply, if we don't build strength and unity in our own communities, then when the curtain drops, it's over. We won't get another chance. This is bigger than politics. This is about freedom. This is about sovereignty. This is about whether your kid and your grandkids get to live free or as digital slaves in a system that is designed to own them. You want to stop it? It starts with courage. It starts with men and women who refuse to kneel at the feet of our supposed overlords. It starts with you. Stay awake. Stay strong. Stay sharp. Don't ever back down. Join the rest of us who see the writing on the wall and who want to maintain our freedom, our liberty, and our sovereignty. It's time that we all link arms and stand shoulder to shoulder. Because if we don't, we'll spend the rest of our lives looking back with regret. And regret is a diabolical bitch. The link is up top in my bio. Join us. I'll see you in there, brother.
That's the exact reason why I keep pushing a digital Bill of Rights. Because
I agree. That was an amazing video, I want to say. Also, I want to just personally say my son's business is ATM machines. So with the cashless society, my son's out of business.
Yep.
And that strikes home to me. This is crazy. He's already has it's crazy. And responsibilities to think that they're going to take away cash. And have a digital ID where we have a social credit score and they have access and control. It's just insanity, the whole. And that goes back to, I wanted to mention the upcoming mayoral election for New York City.
Yeah, with Mondami?
Yeah. So they were saying that a vote for Cuomo instead of Silwa or something.
Sliwa. Curtis Sliwa.
Is like a vote for Mondami.
Yeah, basically, because you're just shaving votes away from the other candidate.
So I'm under the impression both Mondami and Cuomo will try and defund the police.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, Cuomo, he sentenced all the grandmothers and grandfathers to death in the nursing homes, and it's so quick people forget that.
Right. It's unbelievable how quickly it's forgotten. But the fact that he would even run is like him banking on society forgetting. And it's just atrocious that he would insult everyone like that. But they should all be voting for the Republican nominee.
Yeah. Well, hopefully there's a lot of people
Who got the Republican nomination?
I don't even know. I think it was Cuomo.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. I don't follow city politics like that, but these guys are meatheads out there, so they make the dumbest
During the
decision
next
ever.
break, we're going to Google that.
Yeah. But, New York City, this is the last chance they have out there. If they mess this up, then I don't know, man. Hopefully there's a lot of voters out there.
With no police force.
They're going to end up with nothing. No business is going to stay out there. They're all getting looted, I don't even know if they reverse that law. Where
out here, it's virtually impossible for the mom and pops to stay open and compete with the big Walmarts. And like I was saying earlier, my family being in the memorial business, National Floral Design, serving Calverton National Cemetery, during the Christmas season, Walmart is a competitor. Home Depot is a competitor.
Yeah.
Every one of these big box stores is trying to compete with the mom and pop.
Yep.
And it's virtually impossible. So support your local mom and pop businesses.
I have a solution for that. I think that we should introduce a law where if you're the owner of a corporation, you're limited to 100 stores throughout the country, right? That's 2 in all 50 states. That you don't need any more than that.
With Home Depot to make it convenient to be able to get building materials and stuff. I guess you're right. You don't. You can go to Riverhead Building Supply. You can go to one of the
other ones will pop open where the supply is, in
you're
demand.
Right. No, you're right. I agree. I like it. I like it. But at the same time, they were restricting capitalism. But you have to kind of protect the mom and pops.
Yeah.
So many of them got killed during COVID.
Yep.
Terrible.
Yeah, it is. So I think that's a big thing that we could do as a step in the right direction to battle these corporations. Because once you do that, you're new to them.
These
completely.
corporations need to subsidize the local tax base of property taxes.
Yeah.
So that way, they can't compete so difficultly or easily with the mom and pops.
Yeah.
Because right now the big corporate box stores can out-purchase the mom and pops and buy it at a cheaper price and sell it at a cheaper price.
And even Amazon. Amazon is way too big.
Yeah.
Way too big.
Oh, yeah.
They're basically getting rid of the corporate stores because you don't need them anymore.
Right.
Who the hell wants to go to the store when you can have Amazon Prime?
No,
you know what I mean? And order your flat screen to the house. Order your juicer to the house.
Myself, I'm guilty. I ordered a bag of absorbent, I think, today.
No, I use Amazon
$7 on Amazon.
But it makes it too easy. It's like way too easy. And that.
You're right. I could have gone to the local mom and pop. You're right. Stay away from Amazon. Go to your mom and pop. Take the time. Frequent the mom and pop establishments before they go out of business.
Yeah, you got to support local, man. Even the farmers. Like if you have farm stands and
go to your farm stands.
Farms over
absolutely.
there. Don't get your produce from a supermarket. Get whatever you can from your local farms.
Drink Long Island wine.
Yeah.
Long Island has some of the best wine.
Yeah.
Shout out to Duck Walk Vineyards, Pindar Vineyards. Yeah.
There's a bunch of them out there on the East End.
Jason's Vineyard.
Yeah. And they're good. They're delicious.
Absolutely.
And then when you go there, you have a really good time. The places are beautiful. Nice setup. Live bands. You walk through the vineyards. Yeah, it's a good time.
Absolutely. Keep these businesses alive.
Yeah. We actually just did a vineyard like 2 weeks ago. We went out to, I'm not going to say the name because we ran a Patriot group over there in a convoy, but it was a good time, man. It was a really good time. More vineyards. Oh, and another thing, a lot of the wives that they're just like home all the time. The millionaire wives.
Yeah.
They get shuttle buses and they just bounce from vineyard to vineyard, getting saucy, so saucy all day long. And then they go to little appointments. It was hilarious. Well, you should have seen. There was like 4 different shuttles that pulled up and were just unloading.
They're wine tours. That's what they are, wine tours.
Yeah, but all the girls are getting wasted. Bottles on bottles on bottles. It was great. It was great. It was funny, man. Singing with the DJ, and it was good. It was good. So this crazy world, man. This crazy world. So I don't know if Slee was going to pull it off. Getting back to him, I don't know if he's going to pull it off.
He's put in the time.
He has.
You know, he's put his freedom and his safety at risk. So I don't see why the New York wouldn't get behind him.
Yeah, and he's out there more than Mandami anyway.
Yeah, and has been
everywhere.
for the last, I guess, 30 years, 40 years, I think. He's been putting in the time. He puts his safety at risk. He puts his freedom at risk. Yeah. And he puts his community before himself and his family. I mean, I don't know why New Yorkers wouldn't vote.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with the Guardian Angels and the work they've done, Curtis Lewa back in like the early '80s, right? When the subways and the graffiti gangs
became too dangerous.
It was getting really dangerous in the subways, and they had all these little mini gangs running around, having knife fights and all types of stuff. People were bringing spiked baseball bats and whacking each other on the trains. It was rough, and Curtis Lewa assembled a crew and ended up riding in the trains and these subways to make sure that the passengers were safe and that nobody was going to start anything.
And he's been shot.
Yeah, he was shot. Yeah, and a lot of his members, man, they got into scuffles and they had no hesitation whatsoever. So they really were acting as guardian angels to the subway riders. So that's a commendable thing. And
absolutely, the New York should be getting behind him.
Yeah, 100%.
I like him as a candidate. I think he'd be a great mayor.
He's good. We gotta get rid of Cuomo, man. When are we gonna see some charges for this guy, man?
Cuomo, the New York tried taking down Trump, seizing his buildings.
Yeah, I know.
Not
It's
go
crazy.
after Cuomo,
and they lost.
He's like a boss
He's the crime boss.
Yeah, bro.
He's definitely one of the New York crime bosses.
Definitely.
And then you got little Fredo, his little brother, who's trying to be just like him but can't. You know, he's trying to go to the gym and flex.
I don't know. Both of them are washed up.
Yeah,
both of them
has-beens. So don't follow corrupt politicians and don't believe them when they try to sugarcoat and lie to you right to your face. You can see it's a lie and you just eat it up, man. Enough of that. But we're gonna take another break. We're gonna come back on the other side with some more craziness going on in the world. And I'm James Justice. We got Stephen Ruth over here. Share this out, and then we'll see you on the other side.
Who broke the television?
Can we laugh at that? Sounds to me.
As of this month, public gay sex will now be mandatory.
Cards. Am I the only one that sees lips move? Cheekbones, baby.
I'm sorry, maybe I overreacted.
Corporate transfer. Find professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
Hey, fellow patriots, it's Cindy Gross here, host of Right for America from your favorite place, the America First Warehouse. You've seen me show on my show so many products from this country's #1 most patriotic manufacturer with close to 400 products. You need to exchange the products you use in your house to this company and make your dollars count in our country.
Freddie Rubino here at the America First Warehouse. I'm inviting you to the live taping of the Not So Newlywed Show. Just click on the QR code right above my shoulder and you can get tickets live taping of the Not So Newlywed Show. Drinks, snacks, it's a great time. We'll see you there October 18th.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
We are back at the America First Warehouse. What's up, everybody? All right, so let's continue this show. What do we got? So let's jump into the peace deal that was done with Trump and Gaza and Hamas, and they're going to release the hostages, and everything.
Kudos to President Trump for squashing another war. Hopefully, we can keep him peaceful over there.
Yeah. The war went on long enough. Let's roll this tape of some of the destruction that's happened. We could run this real quick. This is looking out the back of one of those big AC 130s that does the supply drops, and everything is just leveled, man. Leveled.
Right, they're going to need some surveyors over there.
Well, they said Hamas was in every single one of those buildings, so, that's a lot of fighters, That's crazy, dude. Those used to be functioning cities, but,
They're going to have to set up new monuments.
They're going to have to do something.
No, I mean, to reestablish all the lots.
Yeah, I don't know. That is just devastating to look at right there.
Terrible.
That's crazy.
Terrible.
Yeah. But anyway.
The amount of people killed.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But thank God, we got a little peace offering on the table. Hopefully it works out. But, a lot of journalists lost their lives covering this whole event. And
shout out to those journalists that were killed and their families. A lot of families of journalists were also killed in this war.
Yeah. So, I got a clip of Netanyahu over
rest
here
their spirits.
Having a discussion with the Israeli press, and they're talking about, it looks like Israel's losing their influence over the American West, and what are we going to do about it? So listen to what this guy's got to say.
Who did?
Okay, we have to fight back. How do we fight back? Our influencers. I think you should also talk to them if you have a chance. To that community, they're very important. And secondly, we're going to have to use the tools of battle. The weapons change over time. You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well. Okay, and you can't fight with cavalry. That doesn't work very well. And you have these new things, like drones, things like that. I won't get into that. But we have to fight with the weapons.
He's not going to get into that one.
Apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is...
They want TikTok.
Followers.
He said followers.
TikTok, number one.
So they need to get their hands on TikTok because there's way too much information and videos coming out on there that goes against the narrative and the story that they're talking about. So they want to get rid of it.
That's very good. And, so we have to talk to Elon. He's not an enemy. He's a friend.
It's better than China
We should
getting
talk to him. Now, if we
I don't know, man. I wouldn't want in either hands.
But that's not the point right now.
But yeah, so he's talking about that, and you have the flag behind him. Listen, I love all my Jewish friends. I love them, but I hate to see people not know the history of things. And in the Bible, that Star of David, it's not mentioned one time.
Regardless of all that, let's just pray for peace in the Middle East.
Exactly. But I like reading the Bible and seeing what the Scripture has to say about things, and there's certain parts of Revelation that I came across, and this is really funny. So let's go to clip 6, and so these are actual rabbis that are against the war and against the occupation. And this lady is a Zionist that can't comprehend what the hell's going on.
This is because the actions of the Zionist people are responsible. We live in a beautiful peace. We live in a beautiful peace with Palestinian people for hundreds of years.
it's times like that you have to remember that it's not about religion. Everyone is brother and sister in the end. So that's why you have to love thy brother, love thy neighbor. It shouldn't be about property, and that's what it seems like it's about.
We're all Jews here, all right? How are they saying that? Because they believe in genocide. I don't want that. The Talmud says out of our country. That is our country. How dare you say that about
Anyway, this is like nerve-wracking.
Wow. Well, she just doesn't understand. She's having a nervous breakdown right now because the people that are of Jewish descent and that believe in God, they're telling her the other side.
She doesn't realize that there's multiple sects of different religions.
Yeah.
She's just part of. She just thought her religion was like Catholic, and that everyone that believed in Jesus was Catholic, and there was.
Oh, hold on, your mic cut off. But yeah, so we gotta swap this guy's mic out real quick. We got a producer coming down, but yeah, I mean it's crazy when people get their reality broken of what they thought they understood about the world, about history, about certain locations that they've never been to before. It's just. And they don't know how to take it in, but what are you gonna do?
Everyone gets too emotional over these things.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Palantir. You have Palantir now. Palantir's got a $10 billion contract with the Army. Our Army just gave Palantir $10 billion to have $1 billion over a 10-year period to integrate their AI systems into ours and to start using AI to run our Department of Defense. So that's not cool. What's up with that? You know what I mean? And the same guy, Peter Thiel, right? The same guy was asked, what place humanity has in this whole AI rollout, and he just looked at the interviewer and was like,
He said, "Do you have any hope for humanity?"
Yeah.
And he said he didn't answer the question.
Yeah, he was just like, meh.
He wasn't really hopeful that humanity was going to outlive AI.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
so basically, he knows inevitably the movie The Terminator is bound to come to fruition.
Yeah. So check this out. They got the $10 billion by the Army for consolidating 75 smaller contracts into a single.
Son is John Connor.
Yeah. Into a single enterprise agreement to provide software and data services. The strategic move streamlines the procurement process for the Army, accelerating the delivery of AI-driven capabilities, reducing costs associated with multiple agreements and resellers. For Palantir, the deal represents a significant opportunity to expand its role as a key partner in the Department of Defense modernization efforts. So we're modernizing the Department of Defense with AI. What could go wrong?
I'm telling you, it is exactly. I'm going to go home and I'm going to watch The Terminator all over again because it was Cyberdyne Systems.
Yeah. Skynet.
Yeah, Skynet. And Cyberdyne Systems.
Yeah. So Netflix is
great movie.
Netflix is on the grill now too. Last week they had some show that they had on thing where it was like introducing homosexuality to children, and they're like, nope. And then somebody went digging. He's actually a political analyst. This guy, Mark Dice, he put together a couple clips. This is absolutely, well, it's not even hilarious, but it's disturbing. But the way he presents it's funny. Here, check this out. Roll that clip. We got clip number 8.
Episode of Ridley Jones, another Netflix cartoon aimed at children as young as 7 years old, was recently discovered, although it first streamed 2 years ago, back in 2023. This is Fred the Bison, who is a gender non-binary bison.
Last time I saw my grandma, I used a different name and pronouns. That was before I discovered it feels more like me.
They often just sprinkle it in really quickly, hoping that the parents don't notice while they're doing dishes or folding laundry, while the shows are occupying the children's minds. Others, however, are quite...
Yeah. So there's
insanity.
That. So cancel your Netflix subscriptions and boycott them, man. Enough of these perverts running around acting like directors to children's cartoons and giving them free reign over our children's minds.
Netflix became a very powerful company.
They did. They did. They took out everybody.
They took out Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yep. It's crazy. But, yeah, man. So in the next segment, we have a guest coming on. He's going to be coming on in the studio. This guy, Arcaido, he started a father's rights group, and we're going to get into his story and everything that he's bringing to the table. Should be pretty interesting. But, yeah, man. So what else? What else you got floating on and you're knocking over there?
Nothing.
Nothing? Oh,
I got nothing.
God.
I got nothing.
So, Candace Owens, let's play this clip real quick. This is good.
Here. One man, four names. Benjamin Netanyahu is the name Israel's current prime minister was given at birth and which he now uses. In June of 1973, during his studies at MIT, Netanyahu submitted a petition to the Boston court asking to change his name from Netanyahu to Nitai, N-I-T-A-I. Quote, I prefer a shorter name, he wrote on the request form. The petition was approved. Thus, the second name has an explanation. The last two names, however, remain a mystery. Furthermore, the address attached to these names, somewhere in Malibu, California, does not exist. Who, then, is John J. Sullivan? Israelis Biranit Gorin and Einat Berkovich from Hayir tried to find out. They looked into Netanyahu's credit account. The file is supposed to hold information regarding bank accounts, loans, credit cards, and so forth. Yet surprisingly, the file was empty. It is as if Netanyahu never had a debt, had never taken out a loan, and always paid his bills up front and in cash.
Interesting.
Gorin and Berkovich then attempted to examine Netanyahu's Social Security file, but they were denied access. They did, however, find out that Netanyahu's file has a different classification than most. They were denied access not merely due to the 1974 Privacy Act, but because the file had a quote-unquote confidential classification. Gorin and Berkovich have explained that such a classification only applies to 5 categories of people.
Same thoughts, same patterns, same timeline, again and again.
Now that's pretty
Designing your
strange.
dream life is not just a course. It's your personal launch.
That is pretty strange. You can cut that off. So, how do you have
we're
4
cutting
names?
to break in 1 second, but thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for staying tuned. Make sure you share this out.
Yep, and we'll be back after the break.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Gold and silver, it's God's money, and we all need it. Unfortunately, the whole precious metals industry is rigged in favor of the wealthy people. In fact, it's so complicated that 95% of all Americans don't own any precious metals. What the industry needed was a way for us to buy fractional units of precious metals, get free storage in a secure vault, have them insured, take physical possession of the metals, or instantaneously liquidate the assets at one of the highest buyback prices in the industry. Well, now there is. It's called a sound money account, and everybody needs one. With a membership, you can start buying gold and silver with as little as $1. Now that fits everyone's budget. Also, our members can gift gold and silver between each other in our sound money accounts. What a great way to pass on generational wealth. You'll be able to rest easier knowing you have the security and flexibility found in having your very own sound money account. Please scan the QR code or go to tafwsoundmoney.com to learn more. The America First Warehouse wants every American to have access to owning their very own precious metals.
Freddie Rubino here at the America First Warehouse. I'm inviting you to the live taping of the Not So Newlywed Show. Just click on the QR code right above my shoulder and you can get tickets live taping of the Not So Newlywed Show. Drinks, snacks, it's a great time. We'll see you there October 18th.
First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
First Warehouse, we are here. We got me, Stephen Ruth, and my special guest, Arcaido Santana. He's a powerful father's rights activist, community advocate who spent years fighting for reform for the family court system. His mission is to bring fairness, accountability, and equal parenting rights back to American families. And with that, Arcaido, welcome to the show.
How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, absolutely,
you're welcome.
Man.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. So tell us about the organization you started.
Well, Fathers Are Important is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and I started this out of mainly what a lot of fathers are going through, which is parental alienation. Now, some people may say, "How are you getting alienated when your son is right next to you?"
Yeah.
But with the family court system, with you having very little time with your son or daughter, your child, period, and like nowadays I know. Nowadays, you have some people taking advantage of the court order and making up their own rules with it, and it's very biased towards men as well in there. Like when you go into family court, you have a lot. You whether if you're the respondent or the petitioner, you're looked at as a bad guy. So what I wanted to do with Fathers Are Important, I wanted to let all fathers know that there's a way out and that you have an outlet to let your voice be heard. I started Fathers Are Important 6 years ago, just when my son was only like about six months. And it grew into something I never would have expected it to grow. And it grew to the point where it reached 166K followers.
Do you think God played a role in that? Do you think God played a role in that?
Oh, absolutely. If he didn't, then I wouldn't be standing here with you guys right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's true. So how do people support you in the group? Where could they go?
They can either go on Instagram and look it up on Fathers Are Important, and the website, www.fathersareimportant.org, or Facebook, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Currently, what we have dealt with as a team, unfortunately, what we had to deal with is the fact that how the Instagram page was shut down. So one of the things that I've started with this movement, a fathers' rights movement, is backlash from dozens of people from all over saying fathers aren't nothing, beep, fathers aren't fathers. Like, a lot of people have their own reasons of why they feel that fathers are secondary class citizens, when I'm letting people know we're more than secondary class citizens. We're just as equal as mothers.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of the blue and green haired liberal women that you've been dealing with.
Oh, absolutely. It was a lot of people that was hurt, and a lot of people that didn't have fathers in their life, and mainly for what they were doing to their kids' fathers. So it created a positive and a negative, to the point where the people that are already negative came on there saying negative stuff. So now what we're doing with the Instagram page, we're starting over from the beginning, and we're low following, but we're getting back to, slowly but surely, we're getting back to where we were at.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good. So I think we got a couple guys on Zoom, right?
Yes.
Let's bring those guys in, and you can introduce them. What's up, fellas? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Know Your Enemies podcast.
Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for welcoming us. Good evening.
Good evening.
So right here we have Andre Rainey, the president of Fathers Are Important.
Welcome.
And Miguel Bernardin, the vice president of Fathers Are Important. Andre is from Peekskill, and Miguel is from Long Island, but currently, as of this Saturday, he's going to be relocating in Kenya, Africa.
Wow, nice.
So Fathers Are Important is about to go global.
That's good, man.
Wow.
Well, congratulations on that.
Yeah, best luck on your journey.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
So what do we have? What do we have with you guys moving forward? What are your goals and ambitions for Fathers Are Important?
So I'll jump in.
Thank you so much again for welcoming us here at Fathers Are Important. It's an honor to be a part of this show today.
Absolutely.
So as of right now, our ultimate goal is to push legislation in the state of New York to make New York a shared parenting state. Currently, New York and Rhode Island are the two worst states when it comes to shared parenting or custody arrangements after divorce and separation. So we have pushed a few bills to the legislation in New York to make this a possibility and hold some of these, unfortunately, mothers or just people who are just upset accountable for their actions. And with a shared parenting bill, people may ask, what is shared parenting? Shared parenting means after divorce or after separation, both parents get equal time or at least maximum time with their children. It protects the children from losing a relationship with one parent. In New York, the template now is after divorce or separation, mom becomes a custodial parent, dad becomes a visiting parent with some weird schedule like a Wednesday night or every other weekend for a couple of hours. So with this legislation, it'll ensure that the children have equal access or at least maximum access with both parents after divorce or separation, so they don't have to suffer it. And also limits the power of one parent being the dictator of what happens or how often that child gets to see the other parent, because it holds people accountable. So that's one of our major steps right now. We've worked with several people in New York State Senate and the Assembly. We finally got a bill sponsored last year for shared parenting, but unfortunately, it hasn't passed yet. We've had some pushback. I heard you mention earlier, liberal women. We've had some pushback from women's domestic rights groups. They really believe there's this idea that after divorce and separation, men just go crazy. Statistically proven that more children have been harmed by mothers than men after divorce and separation, but still, it's a narrative in New York that overweighs reality. So that's one of the things we're pushing. But there's a lot to unfold that I'll be happy to share, but I do want to let Miguel speak as well. And we'll share more about what we're doing and how we can unify New York to become a shared parenting state.
Absolutely. No, I support all those steps because I know firsthand how the judges turned into activist judges, and they could slap you with was a supervised visitation, like you were saying, where it's once a week in the confines of some state office with dirty blocks and toys on the floor, and then somebody's standing over you with their arms folded like you're bothering them.
Completely unnecessary.
Right.
You know, so yeah, man, I commend you for all your actions.
Absolutely.
And Miguel?
Yeah, so in my contributions, really, it's just to help fathers out there to get a voice. You know, many fathers, as Ray mentioned, they don't have access to their families. And, you know, me being recently a father myself, I want to make sure my friends and family also have access to the same time with their children. And so my contributions mainly is in the tech space to get the word out there, really getting the website accessible to people, also the platform accessible as well, whether it's through Facebook or Instagram. My support is really on the technical side, just supporting the business and helping users really get access to the support that they need. So that's primarily my contributions, but I really hope that fathers out there have access to their children and just really equal time. At the end of the day, it's not really about who gets the child. It's really about the child having access to both parents if possible, and just really prioritizing that fathers do matter and they're important as well, and trying to really get the voice and word out there.
Exactly.
I have a big question for the fathers out there that, or even mothers who they feel that the systems beat them in their thinking of, doing themselves in. Is there a hotline or something? Or?
Yes. The phone number to reach fathers are important is 631-457-6720. Once again, that's 631-457-6720.
That's great, excellent. Yeah, I'm sure that many fathers probably feel beaten by the system, and they can't even see their child anymore, and there's no way out. And obviously, you can persevere through the system, and time,
absolutely.
In time, the child will be their own decision maker. But I remember going through a divorce, and at I think it was 13, the child can choose their parent. Is that what it is?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like for those people that their child is much younger, a lot of people are accused of things that they don't do as well.
Yeah.
And I have a friend who's a police officer, and he was accused, and it almost made him lose his job and everything else. And he said, I did not touch her. And it's just insanity that there's so much control, and then they can literally take the child, and you have to go through the procedures of trying to get the child even visitation.
Yeah, they make false allegations without there being a full thorough investigation in the beginning, because like it's easy nowadays for a parent to get a restraining order or any false allegations that's being made. Like for instance, I remember Philly Slim talking about that just not too long ago when he was either on this show or somewhere else. But false allegations is easy to be made up of in family court without there being a full thorough investigation.
Yeah.
But if it's a father that make an allegation or any report against the mother, then they look at it like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Abuse? Look how big you are compared to her.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to add this on as well. Much like COVID that we dealt with, parental alienation is a global pandemic, and it's destroying so many families in this world nowadays.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many people, how many celebrities.
That's why I mentioned the suicide.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. You'd be surprised how many celebrities we see on TV nowadays that are going through it.
Yeah.
Dozens, and I mean dozens of people are going through not seeing their kid over nonsense. So with that being said, with the help of my brothers that you can see, Andre and Miguel, we're doing everything we can to let the world know why fathers are important.
Yeah, well, that's it. You guys have.
You could always persevere through the pain.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You know. We got about 50 seconds
and
left.
All right. One of the things that are important, that we definitely push is just the information and education of your rights as a father. It's difficult for fathers to maneuver the system because in most cases they don't even know their own rights. When a person is violating a court order, attorneys often advise the fathers to go ask to enforce the order, which the order is already there and it should be enforced. So rather than ask to enforce the order, we encourage them to ask to reframe the court order or modify the court order. If a person is violating, this person is obviously unable to follow the rules. So now there should be some modification. I deserve more time, But there's a lot of information on our website. We encourage people to please check it out.
Yes, absolutely. Go
I
there
saw
and
you with
support them. We got
at
10
the barbecue
seconds.
at Americans for Legal Reform barbecue.
You did see me there.
Yeah, man.
You definitely did.
All right, guys, and with that, we're going to wrap this one up. So we're going to see you on episode 52. Thank you for the guests for coming
glory be to God.
We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you, Arcaido.